Max Verstappen doesn't back down. He doesn't sugarcoat. And he definitely doesn't do apologies. Not the typical kind anyway. So when he stood up after the Spanish Grand Prix and said that his clash with George Russell shouldn't have happened, it wasn't just a throwaway line. It was a crack in the armor. And in Verstappen's world, even that small admission says a lot. The chaos in Barcelona started with tires. Red Bull gave him hards for the final stint. Everyone else got softs. Cue the frustration. Verstappen got swarmed on the restart, banged wheels with Leclerc, then ran wide after contact with Russell. Told to give the place back, he sort of did, before lunging back into Russell's side. That earned him a 10-second penalty and 3 penalty points. But it also sparked something we rarely see from Max, a moment of reflection. At first, Verstappen was all fire and resistance, dodging the real questions in post-race interviews, brushing it off like a racing moment. But as Sunday gave way to Monday, his tone shifted. "It was not right," he said online. "It shouldn't have happened." Wait, what? This is Verstappen, the guy who usually shrugs off incidents and lets the team argue racing incident in the background. This time, he took the lead. And while it wasn't a full-blown "sorry, George" apology, it was a rare admission. From him, that's huge. So why the change of heart? Because Max isn't clueless. He knows how it looked. The footage, the intent, the timing. It all felt just a bit too personal. Russell certainly thought so. So did Nico Rosberg, who even called for a black flag on live TV. And Verstappen? He probably didn't care at the time. He was angry. The race had slipped through his fingers. The team strategy had boxed him in. And when Max feels abandoned or forced to clean up someone else's mess, he sometimes lashes out. But here's the thing. It wasn't a full-on dirty move. This wasn't Max trying to take Russell out of the race. It was emotional, reckless, unsporting, but not premeditated sabotage. Still, it crossed a line, and the stewards responded. Barely. A 10-second penalty might seem soft, especially considering the impact, but the real consequence is what's now hanging over Verstappen's head. 11 penalty points on his super license. Just 1 away from a race ban, 3 away from missing 2. In a title race that's already slipping from his grip, that's massive. Maybe that's why the Monday message came. Maybe it was genuine. Maybe it was damage control. But one thing's for sure, Verstappen doesn't say that kind of thing unless he knows it matters. So no, he's not turning into a new man overnight. He's still Max, aggressive, emotional, fiery, but he's also smart. And whether it was self-awareness or self-preservation, this was a rare glimpse behind the curtain. For more raw reactions, behind-the-scenes drama, and the stories they won't tell you on the official feed, like and subscribe to Paddock Insider. Because this isn't just racing, it's everything that comes after.